ENCOR Section 19 Summary Challenge, Troubleshooting Wireless Client Connectivity. Match the product with the type of Wi-Fi tool. Okay, so Wi-Fi scanner, packet analyzer, spectrum analyzer. Wireshark is definitely a packet analyzer. Apple Airport Utility is what is used on iPhones to sky Wi-Fi networks. And Cisco Clean Air is a spectrum analyzer. All packet analyzers typically provide which three types of information? Okay, Wi-Fi troubleshooting tools, no. RF mapping, no. Real-time monitoring of traffic, yes. So you can start packet capture and see packets being captured in real time. Packet filtering, definitely yes. You can use filters in Wireshark. Typically, Wireshark is a go-to tool for packet analysis. Usernames and passwords, no. I mean, they are encrypted typically. Live packet capture. Okay, live packet capture versus real-time monitoring of traffic. I do not see much difference in these, right? So yeah, you can monitor traffic, I guess. Wireshark would also be able to show you some statistical information overall in terms of like number of packets and whatever. Yeah, but these three options look really good to me. The debug client MAC address command is a macro that enables which of the following? Well, I did not have to, I hope, but I just happened to remember the course stating that it enables 8 different debug commands at the same time. But anyway, this is a bit wonky question. Yeah, why should I remember this? Anyway. The logs, trap logs can be viewed from which three options in the WLC? Okay, no idea really. Trap logs, GUI and CLI. So show trap log, I think I remember this option. Maybe management menu, logs, and I will definitely make a mistake in this question. SNMP or monitor summary, probably in the summary. I don't think they necessarily do anything with SNMP. Yeah, I'll go with this, but I'm very, very uncertain. The Cisco WLC configuration analyzer has which three features? Okay, configuration analyzer is, if I recall correctly, it's a website where you can upload information, output from your show commands, basically, and it analyzes stuff and that gives you some recommendations based on best practices. I think it will summarize your AP data. It will do a configuration analysis for you. Imports configuration file from WLC. Well, yes, I think it's if import is a manual upload, because I've opened this website, right? They link in the course, and it's just like a big upload button, and you can just drop a bunch of files there, and there is nothing more, right? So that's how it looks like. So end-of-life warnings could be actually kind of a good thing to have if I am using, let's say, some equipment which is nearing end of life. It would be good information to receive. Yeah, I hope this is correct. I'm a bit not sure. Which two statements correctly describe physical access point guidelines? Okay. Antenna spacing for external antennas should be 1/2 to 1 wavelength apart, and this is correct. This is one of the recommendations which helps. I forgot what to call this what is called from the very beginning, like when they kind of when they spread the waves, and waves kind of move up a little bit sideways from each other. I can remember this visually, and I have kind of really dig into it a little bit, which is a very sensible thing. I just forgot what it's called, and I'm struggling to describe it. Anyway, so this is definitely a good option. Another one is APs with internal antennas are designed to be mounted horizontally. And this is correct as well. I remember this statement, so others should be incorrect. Let's see, the AP antennas should be positioned in different orientations. No, the best practice is to position antennas into this same orientation, which I was actually kind of mistaken into thinking differently, but after a little bit of research, I really kind of got this confirmation that antennas should be positioned in the same direction. You should use the minimum number of antennas that an AP can support. No, you should use maximum number of antennas that you can attach to an access point. External antennas do not have to be the same. This is a best practice. It's a guideline. They may be not necessarily, they maybe must not necessarily be the same, but as this is talking about the guidelines, right? So recommendation would also count. And definitely it is a recommendation that external antennas better be the same. And you will see cannot join an RF group. What could be two issues? Okay, the will see is an IRA, I'm sure how they pronounce this, AROS will see, and the group is IOXXC will see. Ooh, okay. The maximum number of will sees in the group has been reached. The RF group name is incorrect. The mobility group name is incorrect. The RF group MAC address is incorrect. That is a difficult question. Well, I guess different VLCs can work together. Doesn't matter which operating system they run, so this is not a good option. The maximum number of VLCs in the group has been reached. Is there a maximum number of VLCs in the group? No idea. Probably there is. The RF group name is incorrect. Well, I guess this is pretty straightforward. If it cannot join the RF group, is there such thing as the RF group name, mobility group name, MAC address? Okay, very uncertain on this question. Let's move on. An AP will not register with the AirOS will see. What could be three issues? Okay, the AP is not directly connected and DHCP option 43 is not set. There are other ways to discover access points, as far as I recall, right, including DNS. So this may not necessarily be the option. The will see date or time is incorrect. Should not affect. The AP name is not registered with the will see. Yes, the access point must be registered with the will see in the will see configuration. The AP and will see are using the same country code. This should not be any issue. The maximum number of APs for the will see has been reached. This is definitely an option. So this is definitely not a good option, and I need one more. So it's between these two. It's either date or time is incorrect, or the AP is not directly connected, and DHCP option 43 is not set. I'll go with this one, and I hope this is correct. Let's see. All right, there are two errors. I will check and get back with explanations. Okay, so I had two mistakes. One was in question 5. The Cisco will see configuration analyzer has which three features? I have checked initially this option, import configuration file from WLC, and I think I didn't have RF health checked. So RF health is the correct option, and basically this configuration analyzer tool does the very basic foundational feature, which is configuration analysis. This is very clear, but then a couple additional features are AP data summarization and RF health. And I guess here imports configuration file from WLC. Why this option is not correct? Because it assumes that it can kind of pull configuration file from WLC, and it cannot do that. Actually, you would have to save this configuration or show running config or something like that output and manually provide to this cloud tool. So that's why this option is incorrect. And one more mistake I have done is in the last question, question 8. An IP will not register with the Air OS. We'll see what could be 3 issues. So it has nothing to do with the AP name, and this is the option I chose initially. Well, basically the AP is not directly connected and DHCP option 43 is not set. If it is used, this is the correct option. And then I did not check this. The WLC date or time is incorrect. And this is the correct answer, right? So because date and time are used, the time synchronization is needed because access point and WLC, they exchange certificates. And this process requires only like a certain limit of time mismatch, right? And that's why if the time or date is incorrect on one of the sides, they will not be able to talk with each other properly. And the last option still applies, and this is correct. The maximum number of APs for the WLC has been reached.